They say man wey naked no dey put hand for pocket, but the Abuja kingmakers are currently fumbling for their keys because the obedient movement just cancelled their subscription to silence. Today, February 10th, 2026, the political grave of the status quo wasn't just dug, it was sealed with a 24-hour ultimatum. Welcome to Mr. Nigeria Reports. You are looking at the moment the children of nobody officially became the owners of the gate. Peter Obi didn't just join a protest, he delivered a terminal blow to the rigging machinery of 2027. Stay with me until the end of this 5-minute victory report, because the Senate just buckled and for the first time in history, the people are in control. The mask is off, the gates are open, and for the establishment, it is finished. Let's look at why Aso Rock is in a state of absolute emergency right now. It wasn't just a crowd today, it was a political earthquake. For the first time in our history, we saw a coalition that the ruling party never saw coming. Peter Obi, Omoyele Sowore, and Rotimi Amaechi stood on the same ground at the National Assembly gate. When you see the obedient energy, the revolution now fire, and the mainstream weight of Amaechi joining forces, you know the game has changed. Rotimi Amaechi didn't just show up to talk. He brought his own son to the front lines, sending a message that this isn't about party flags, it's about the next generation. They didn't just protest a bill, they shut down the very idea that the Senate can ignore the people. The divide and rule strategy is officially dead.
Now, let's talk about the man in the hot seat, Godswill Akpabio. Just days ago, he was roasting the idea of electronic transmission. Today, he is signing the surrender papers. Why? Because the pressure worked. As the crowd grew into the millions, the Senate was forced into a 24-hour emergency recall. They realized that their no network excuses were about to trigger a national uprising. The demand was simple. Electronic transmission is not optional. Peter Obi made it clear. The giant of Africa should be giant now, not giant in doing the wrong thing. Akpabio has officially buckled. The Senate has agreed to the mandatory real-time transmission for 2027. This isn't just a legislative win, it's a total surrender of the rigging machinery. Why is this so big? Because we have finally removed the middleman from our democracy. No more collation centers where numbers magically change in the middle of the night. No more technical glitches that only affect the presidential results. Amaechi emphasized that this technology will save lives, preventing the violence that usually erupts when results are manipulated. Sowore reminded the crowd that power belongs to the streets, not the suites. Together, they have forced the Electoral Act 2026 to be the most transparent law in our history. The children of nobody have officially become the guardians of the ballot box. If you wanted a new Nigeria, look at your screen. It is happening right now.
The gates of the National Assembly are no longer a barrier. They are a monument to our collective power. This victory proves that when we stand together, across party lines and across states, the establishment is powerless. Now, there's a popular saying that water may cover the footprint on the ground, but it does not cover the words of the mouth. Today, February 10, 2026, the words of the people have become the law of the land. The gates of the National Assembly didn't just open, they were surrendered to a new generation that refuses to be invisible. We aren't just watching a video, we are witnessing the birth of a mandatory democracy. By forcing this emergency sitting, you haven't just beaten a glitch, you have reclaimed the right to choose who leads you. The Obi Amaechi Sowore coalition is the proof that when the drumbeat of the nation changes, even the most stubborn dancers must adjust their steps. The giants have fallen, but the guardians have risen, and that guardian is you. If you are ready to stand as a human shield for every vote in 2027, I want you to drop one word in the comments: Watchman. Smash that like button to send a signal to the algorithm that the truth is no longer for sale. Subscribe to Mr. Nigeria Reports and hit the bell. We are no longer just reporting the news, we are documenting a revolution.
The sun is finally rising over Abuja, and for the first time in a long time, it's not shining on the politicians, it's shining on you. I am back, the victory is yours, and I will see you in the next one.